Welcome to 2012 Media Day. Truman State head coach Greg Nesbitt, third season at Truman, picked to finish 14th by the coaches, 12th by the media. What's your reaction to the poll that came out?
You know, Josh, really, I just heard it on the way down and haven't put, not just saying it because of where we're picked, but obviously I think you're going to hear from most of the coaches today that really doesn't matter where you're picked, and going to have to go out and play on Saturdays and prepare and get ready, and we'll see what happens.
Well, where are you in year 3 of this program? In the blueprint you put up 3 years ago to building this program, where would you say you are, and then where do you still want to go?
Well, believe it or not, I actually think we're a year ahead. It was a 4-year deal for me personally. It's the third program I've attempted to rebuild, if you will, throughout my career. Our first year, 4-7, was a really good 4-7. Last year was not, and slipped a little bit. Had a brutal early season schedule and a plethora of early season injuries, key injuries. So we think we're got a bunch of those guys back. We think we're ready to compete, so we'll see what happens.
Where can this team make an immediate strides? It looks 10 starters returning on the defensive side of the football. Is that a starting place for your team?
Absolutely. You've done your homework, and more importantly, Josh, is we lost over a 2-week period 9 starters on defense last year, 6 for the season. So we really have, we've got over 25 guys that have played 150 MIAA snaps on that side of the football alone. So we think that we've developed some depth. We've got some of those good players back. Michael Elliott, a first-team All-Conference DB 2 years ago, and a couple others. So we think that that's definitely a good place to start.
It's an interesting year for Truman State football. Charter member of the MIAA, 100 years of football, and obviously the last year in the MIAA. Inside your program, does that carry any impact with your players or you?
It absolutely does. You know, you may not know, I played at Northeast/Truman State in 76 through 79, came back and coached there in 90 through 92, coached with Willie Fritz at UCM for 3 years. So this will be my 13th year starting back in 1976. Love the league, and certainly hiring me at Truman State in the Bulldog family, I'm very close with our alumni group, and it's important for us as alums that we compete as well as we can in the 100th year in our last year in this great football conference.
As this conference has expanded this year, another strange thing for your program, there'll be no hickory stick this year. You're not playing Northwest, and that's the longest continuous trophy game in Division II, and it's not going to happen for the first time in a long time this year.
About 70 years, and that's one of the unfortunate things, and really the last expansion in general from our perspective. Stuck up in the northeast geographic corner, the league is moving farther west and now also south, along with north a little bit with the University of Nebraska-Kearney. So that's an unfortunate aspect that probably led us to leaving. So we certainly would love to be playing Northwest. Not that we shouldn't say that, but for the hickory stick, and certainly for my experience with that rivalry game.
And close it out, how does your program want to leave the MIAA? What are your goals this year, and how do you want to leave your legacy as you depart to another conference?
Well, it's very important to me as an alum, and as we move forward, and we're excited about that as well into the GLVC, that we compete just as well as we can. Josh, we'd like to not leave the league licking our wounds, that we still feel like we can compete in this great league that we've done so well in for so many years. So hopefully we can stay relatively healthy, utilize some of that experience you're talking about defensively, and gain some much-needed confidence early, and do well in this conference.
And good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.